Hello everyone. Today I thought I would do a little get ready with me. I might try some new products, just play around with my makeup, and also just talk to you guys about how the wedding went. So by the time you're watching this is like actually the first video I'm filming as a married woman. Oh my god, that's so weird. So weird to say. This is the first video you guys are going to be seeing after my wedding video, my official wedding video. I hired a videographer to film for me on the wedding day and I'm just obsessed with it. So if you missed that video, I'll link it down below so you can catch up. It's like 10 minutes long and it's just a really beautiful montage of our wedding day. So yeah, just in case any of you guys are curious on how the day went, and I might also just include a little bit of footage of me designing and picking my wedding dress too. I'm so hot right now and my face is so flushed still because I've just been at the gym doing cardio. My fit tan's so patchy. I'm wearing this dress I got sent from White Fox Boutique because I'm like, I'm never gonna wear that. So I thought I'd wear it in a video instead. I mean, I would wear it out and about, but I just don't go out lately. And I'm not traveling or anything, so I can't take it overseas to a cool like club event or anything like that. Like I'm just stuck at home in Palmy, and if I wear this out in Palmerston North, people will think I have gone mad. So I just thought I'd look cute in a video today instead. I have my Ugaya here, and look how it sparkles. Let's see if you can see. Oh, you can see it. This is the passion fruit and lime flavour. I love both equally. I can't choose which one I like more. There's also strawberry and lime, but the glow this gives my skin is unreal. I've got no moisturizer on yet. I thought I'd do some skincare in this video with you guys. This is just out of the shower. I'm going to try this Tatcha Dewy Serum today. I love the dewy cream, but I don't think I've ever tried the dewy serum. I mean, it's all sealed, so let's give it a go. Oh, it actually looks like a moisturizer. Oh my god, I've got eyelash glue still coming out of my eyelashes from the weekend. Don't you hate when that happens? Oh my god, that feels so good. It feels like a really light moisturizer. It doesn't really feel like a serum. I feel like this is a nice daytime kind of serum, or like before your makeup, just to give some extra hydration. It feels really good. Now I'm going to try this. I bought this because I think it was Chloe Morello recommended this on her Instagram stories. It's the Dr. Jart Psycha Pear or something like that. Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment. Soothes the look of red irritated skin. I mean, I've got a lot of redness right now, once again from the gym. This will actually calm down throughout the day, but while it's there, let's give it a go. You know, if this is just how your cheeks often look, this is how my cheeks always used to look when I was younger. But as I've gotten older, my redness has definitely decreased, which is exciting. So it opens up, and it says here it's for sensitive skin. Green repair solution, calming and repairing. Does it say how to put it on? Apply an appropriate amount gently until the green cream turns to beige. I guess I'll just use my my fingers. It's a cute little pot, look at him. I really like the packaging. It's in a glass jar. Green glass is like my favorite thing at the moment. I talked about this in my PR haul when I got sent those like glass bowls. Like, I love this. I really just want like a whole set of glasses in this color. It's like my dream. I can't find them. Okay, so the formula inside looks like this. Sorry if this video is kind of long. I haven't even started talking about my wedding yet. How much do I need? What's an appropriate amount? I don't really know. Oh, it's so soft and smooth when you blend it in. It's not like a makeup product. Like, you know how if you're using a green makeup product, it can go quite like cakey and heavy and patchy, whereas this really does just turn into like a moisturizer. I should have just done one side at a time, but I feel like you can immediately see that it looks a little bit more neutralized compared to that side. Can you tell? Like, it's still pink, but it definitely did help. And it just feels really nice. And I also really like how it just dissolves. Oh, so you could easily wear this with nothing on top, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't turn your skin green, which I love. I'll probably use it just like as my primer today. My skin feels really nice now. Let's try it on this eyelid. I'm gonna take a small amount of that and just blend that out. By the way, I got my nails done yesterday. I love them. Little waves. That helped so much. I feel like you can see the difference. If not, rewind a few seconds because that's a big ass difference. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I like this already. I will 100% continue using this. Like, my skin just looks so much more even and less blotchy now. I feel like I will still use this even on a normal day when I haven't been working out real hard, because this is like how my redness kind of looks normally. So it'd be cool to see how it looks on a normal day too. Maybe some of my IT Cosmetics CC cream. This is in the shade, oh, it's gonna be too dark. Hold on. I'm going to use the shade Light because my fake tan's average. And while I put this on, I'm just gonna start talking. All right, exciting. So my wedding day, I was actually shocked. Like, Actually, let's rewind. So we left for Paperswan like 3 days before my wedding. So my wedding was on Saturday and we wanted to go up on Wednesday just so we could be there for a couple of days, just in case we had to do anything and just so we could unwind and relax and enjoy. So we went up and it was pissing rain. Like the whole drive, it was like fog, rain, thunder, storms. And it was like that every single day except for the day before my wedding when we had the ceremony rehearsal. And the day of my wedding was perfect. And then the day after the wedding was raining again. It was mental. And we had a lockdown the day after the wedding because there was a new community case, which was sorted out quickly. But now, if you want to Google what the cases are like in New Zealand, you can search it up right now. It's not too bad. But yeah, on the day of the wedding and on the rehearsal, I was surprisingly calm. I slept pretty well. And I really didn't think too much about what was happening later that day. In the morning when I was getting ready, you know, I had a shower, potted around, just chatted to everyone because my bridesmaids had to start getting ready very early. I had 5 bridesmaids and my mum getting makeup and hair done, and then I was getting my hair done professionally, and then I did most of my own makeup, and then my friend Annalie, who is a makeup artist who I hired to do the other girls, she also assisted, just helped blend and touch up and stuff like that. Yeah, I just wanted her there in case I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Do you know what I mean? If you missed it, I already uploaded a get ready with me from my actual wedding day, so I'll link that below too. My skin, it looks so pretty. Look at that. This colour's very good too for the amount of fit tan I have on. This is like my most common colour I use in the CC Cream shade light. But yeah, so potted around, chatted to everyone while they were getting their makeup and stuff done, and I started getting ready at about 11. People keep asking me what time. So I started getting ready at about 11. I knew it would take me like an hour and a half to do my makeup if I was just going slow and taking my time and everything. And my ceremony was at 3 for reference. So I actually got my hair curled before I started my makeup because I was doing like a curly low ponytail vibe. And then I started my makeup, and then halfway my hairdresser just put my hair up how it was going to be, and then I just finished off like my highlighter and lips, which you can see in that video. Now I'm using a little bit of Shape Tape in light medium just to conceal. I'm going to use it with a fluffy blend brush. I've been back into this technique lately. I used to do this back when I first started YouTube. Like I would use a like 210 brush with my Studio Fix concealer, whatever it was called, Pro Longwear Concealer Throwback. I don't know, I've just been trying it out again because I really like how it leaves a nice light layer but still gives you that coverage, so there's less creasing. So yeah, I think that was really handy because, you know, I was doing my makeup myself and it really gave me something to focus on rather than stressing out about the day. Whereas while I was getting my hair done, I was kind of sitting there overthinking, so I just went on my phone and just like scrolled on my phone, do you know what I mean? Whereas if I was getting my makeup done, I had my eyes shut, or like, you know, I was trying to stay still, I'd just be overthinking. So I just did my own makeup and it really helped me with my mind space, because I've said to you guys so many times that doing my own makeup and filming my makeup, you know, doing YouTube, filming videos is like my therapy. Like it's how I de-stress, and this is how I like, I don't know, this is just my thing. It just makes me feel good, like it's relaxing for me. There is a few little patches over my face where my makeup's kind of separating, and this never separates, so I think it might be this stuff a little bit. Maybe it's like quite heavy, so it might be better just with like a powder on top. Don't know, I'll have to experiment with it. I'm still going to keep trying it because I really liked how it looked. Oh shit, I was supposed to test out some new XO Beauty sponges today. Hamish is gonna not be impressed. He's been asking me to try them for like 3 weeks. But yeah, so I think that really helped with my stress levels, and overall I was quite excited. And I had a wedding coordinator which helped so much with my stress levels. She was kind of dealing with all of my vendors, making sure they were doing what they needed to do on the day. I was able just to wander out and be like, oh, what's happening over here? Like when my flowers were going up, like I got a really cool flower arch put up to get married in front of. So I was like wandering out, having a look. Yeah, it was really nice and really relaxing. I only cried a couple of times, which was impressive, before the ceremony. And once was when my cousin sent me a video from my nieces, because they obviously couldn't come. My cousin was supposed to be a bridesmaid and my nieces were supposed to be the flower girls, but they couldn't come due to COVID. And so she sent me a little video of them wishing me a happy wedding. I'll insert it for you because it's really cute.
Can you say happy wedding day, Auntie Shannon?
Singing.
Have a lovely day.
Have a lovely day.
We love you.
I love you.
You gonna say anything, Betty? Say happy wedding day, Auntie Shannon. Full mouth.
Hooray!
Hooray.
Say happy wedding day.
Happy wedding day.
We love you.
I love you.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Blow a kiss.
So yeah, that made me cry, and then my mum kept getting so emotional. My mum cries all the time, and like a couple of times she almost made me cry, and I was like, Mum, get out of the room now, because I already finished my makeup. I was like, we can cry later. But I think she really enjoyed it. Like, it was nice having my mum there getting ready with us too, and she was just finishing off her speech most of the time and just like literally stalking all the vendors. She's like, what's happening, like as mums do. All right, so I'm gonna do a decent dusting of powders in a second. Oh my gosh, by the way, I'm doing my full face of Charlotte Tilbury soon as well. I'm so excited. I wanted to do it today, but then I was like, nah, because I'm going to talk too much and the video will be 8 years long, so soz. There you go, the dogs. I'm really itchy, just tapping. Look at my skin though. I'll show you in the dark. Oh my goodness. Glow. The texture. So pretty. Don't mind me just admiring myself. I need to do my foundation first impressions still too. The Bobbi Brown, the new Huda Beauty foundation. I've got so many. I'm the worst YouTuber ever lately. You know what? We're getting back into it now though, you know? Like the wedding's over, so now it's time to focus again and not be so stressed, hopefully. Honestly, I'm in like a new moment with my makeup routine. Like I just love like natural with like smudginess and sexiness on the eyes, like just like real simple makeup. But like, I don't know, I'm gonna have to do an updated everyday makeup look soon. Today I'm just literally playing, I don't even know what's happening. I'm gonna pop on my Urban Decay pressed powder. This is in the shade 40WY Stay Naked The Fix. I'm just gonna set that in place. It's kind of stopped separating now at least. I really like this pressed powder. I need to use it some more. So yes, moving along to the ceremony. Oh my goodness, I was so nervous. As soon as the music started playing, my coordinator was there letting us know when to walk, and I had my bridesmaids walk out in twos, and then Kelly, my friend who just got married last month, who I was a bridesmaid for, well actually 2 months, it's March now, isn't it? What the heck? So anyway, she was the January wedding. My gorgeous friend Kelly walked me out, and I was like, all of a sudden, like, I need to spew, I need to pee, I'm gonna faint, I'm gonna pass out. Like all of the emotions hit me because I was watching the girls walk. And then I can't remember what happened, because you know how everything just turns into a blur when you're nervous. She like made a joke, or I made a joke, I don't know, but she went like that and laughed out of her nose, and this booger was like out of her nose, and honestly it was the best thing that has ever happened. We both like pissed our pants, and so the whole time we were walking down the aisle I was all smiles and I was just like having a giggle and laughing at that. And then I saw Hamish, I was like, oh fuck, and but I was like smiling, and I wasn't freaking out. Whereas I feel like at Kelly's wedding, when I was walking down the aisle as a bridesmaid, I was so nervous, I felt sick, and like my face was just kind of like that, do you know what I mean? So it was like actually like the best thing that could have happened, and we laugh about it all the time now. She's like, love you booger. But like, oh, it was just perfect. Like I just loved that. And then I could tell something was up with Hamish, because he wouldn't hold eye contact with me. He was like, oh my god, you look amazing. And like as Julie, our celebrant, was talking, he was like this, and I was like, are you emotional? And I was like, because I was for sure certain he would not cry. Hamish isn't a crier, he just isn't. He's not stone cold, but you know, like, he can put off that vibe. He is a rock, like he is sensible, he's black and white most of the time. Like if I'm upset, he's like the rational one that'll calm me down, and he'll be like, Shannon, why do you care? Or like, you know, like he'll always have the rational kind of, you know, I'm emotional, he's rational. Let me put on some more makeup. Actually, let's just put on this because it's my favourite at the moment. Once again, which is Sweet Tea Too Faced Bronzer. And like, I was like, oh, is he getting emotional? And he went first for his vows, and he started tearing up and like crying, and I was like, this is every girl's dream. Every girl's dream. It was so cute, and he obviously made me tear up a lot. And everyone was like, literally, I look back at the wedding video and there's so many people crying. Like, Hamish's mum was in tears, like heaps of my friends were tearing up, even like the groomsmen were like, shit, let's like trying to hold it together, and like my bridesmaids as well. Like, it was just so emotional and beautiful. And then I said mine, and it was, I like didn't screw it up. I practiced so much. I was scared to do my own vows because I didn't want to screw it up. And I'm so glad that we did do our own vows. I just practiced every single day, like while I was at home writing them, so that I semi had them memorized. I'm not good at memorizing things, but semi had them memorized, and I just felt confident what I was saying because I'd like read it over and over again so many times. And of course, you're just speaking the truth too. And people ask me like, how do you write your vows? Honestly, I just started by writing down my favorite things about Hamish. And one of my favorite things I always tell him is like, I love his eyes. Like, he's got really, really happy eyes, like really smiley eyes. And it's like one of the things that I find most attractive, and also it just reflects what I love about him, which is like how he's so kind to everyone and just makes time for everyone. And like, he's just a really nice person. Like, if you guys have ever met Hamish at a meetup or anything, you know he's just really cool and really lovely, friendly, approachable, and just like, that's just him. So I started there. And then it just kind of went from there. I told him what he did for me, like what he meant to me. I told him I loved him, obviously. I told him that I was excited to marry him. And I just basically promised that I was going to be there for him, you know? So yeah, that's how I started out my vows. I did get a lot of questions about it because I know it's such a daunting task. And I was the same. I had to ask my friend Kelly, I'm like, what do I even do? And she said the same thing. She was just like, don't look up stuff online because it'll influence you too much. Just write like the stuff you like and like what you love, and etc, etc. Oh, this bronzer is just so stunning. I love it. I'm just doing a nice bronzed blended look. My celebrant was actually one of my best friends, Julie. I actually asked her to get her celibacy license so she could marry me and Hamish, because I didn't know who to, you know, hire to marry us. This is the person that marries you, that, you know, stands there with the book, if you didn't know. Because it just felt weird, like having a stranger marry you. I was like, it just doesn't feel right to me. And Julie, I actually met her because of YouTube. So she was one of my first ever managers and one of the first ones I ever trusted. She actually went above and beyond for me every single time. Like, I'd be traveling and I'd be doing a brand deal with like Sephora or something, and I'd be in like America, and I'd be like, shit, I feel really anxious and I don't know really where I'm supposed to be or what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm like scared I'm gonna screw up and stuff. And she would literally hop on a flight and come and see me. We would hang out, we would party, we would work, we would have D&Ms, deep and meaningfuls. We would just like, I've always bonded really well with her. And she's not my manager anymore, but like we're still like really, really good friends. And she's also always been like that with Hamish too. Like, Hamish has always been there, like, you know, she's always been there for us, asking advice, or like just being there as a friend, and like just being there at heaps of monumental moments in our lives. So yeah, that was so special. And she literally like did a 10 out of 10 job. Like, I just love her to bits. So that was really, really cool. Like, we loved that. And everyone there that had like a lot of people there knew Julie, because she's obviously a friend of mine. So a lot of my family and friends already knew her. They were just like, it was just the perfect pick. So the ceremony went so well. It actually ended up being one of my favorite parts of the whole day, when beforehand I was like, this is gonna be the worst. Like, the ceremony, it's weird because I'm a Leo and I'm a YouTuber, but I don't like being the center of attention. And so I was shitting my pants, like everyone's gonna be staring at me, like, oh, it's just so much. But as people say, the cliche is real. Like, when you're up there, you just focus on the man in front of you or the woman in front of you, and that's all you look at. You know, you're just there with them, and it's really special. So loved it. Chef's kiss. What are these? Maybelline New York. I opened these in my power haul, but I haven't tried any, so let's try some. These are like glosses and eyeshadows. I might actually use like another base for my eyeshadow first. Oh, I really want to try this. Look at this. This is called Fizzy by Jar Cosmetics. The colour, like, hello, it's a crushed pigment pot. So first, oh yeah, I've already got some bronzer in my crease, which is perfect. So I'm going to take a little eyeshadow brush and put some of this on. This is a tapered eye brush by XO Beauty. I'm just going to try it dry first. These are like the Giorgio Armani ones. Oh my god, the colour. Stop. So yeah, then we went off and did our photos, and that was so much fun. I hired David Lee. Guys, if you're in New Zealand, like, he travels. If you're in the Manawatu area, he's from here, so bonus. If you're getting married in the Manawatu area, I should say. He was the best. So the reason I hired him was because I loved his work for a long time, and I also heard from friends that when he is doing photos, like, he's just like a bloke, like, he's got banter. I love banter, like, honestly. I mean, I play PlayStation every night with all of my male friends in our friend group, and we've got a lot of banter, okay? It's just banterful. And I was like, I need banter for me and for Hamish, because Hamish is not a big photo person. He'll do a selfie now and then, but he's not a big photo person. So I knew that to make him feel comfortable, he needed someone that just kind of slipped in with the group, that just felt like one of the mates. So, you know, it just puts a bit of like a less full-on feeling on people when they're getting their photos taken. Like, he's so cool. And so many of my guests even said, they were like, your photographer was the bomb. And same with the videographer. I'm gonna link my wedding video down below once again, so you can find all of these vendors' websites in case you guys are looking for a certain vendor for your wedding day. Just use whoever I use, like, they're all amazing. Honestly, I recommend them all. So yeah, both of them were so cool. We went and got our photos done, and it just felt fun, you know. It was cool, it was fun. And then after that, I went and got changed into my second dress. And then we went to a dinner, and the food was amazing. Oh my god, everyone raved about the food. We had speeches. Hamish made me a video, which I'm going to upload as well into my next vlog I'm putting up, which may already be out by the time you watch this, maybe not sure. Holy shit, like, I bawled and the whole room was like sniffing the whole time. It was such an emotional day. Like, honestly, every single speech made me cry. My cousin wrote one for my now father-in-law. I'm just gonna call him father. He's Hamish's stepdad, but he's just a dad. So my father-in-law read out my cousin's speech for me. Then my friend Kelly, who walked me down the aisle, did a speech, and my friend Sally, who you guys know is Sally Joe on YouTube, she did a speech, and she did so well. She was so nervous, and she actually asked me if she could do one, because I didn't actually ask anyone to. Everyone that did just wanted to, so it was really cool. But yeah, she was like really nervous. I'm like, you don't have to do it, and she really wanted to, and she did such a good job. I was so proud, and yeah, every single one made me cry. My mum did one, Hamish's mum, and then I'm just kind of using this brush to flick out some product I accidentally got in my eyebrow. And then our friends John and Chris, Hamish's groomsmen, but they're also friends of mine. I mean, John's like basically my best friend and has been since, I don't even know what year, but a long time now. And he's Hamish's best friend, like, we're like the little trio, you know. So they all did speeches, and they were all amazing, and I cried in every single one. I should have done my eye makeup before I did my powder. There's a bit of fallout, and I feel like if you wet the pigment there'll be less fallout, but the colour is worth it. Oh, there you go, it kind of blends off fine. I feel like if you use your finger it'd be even better, but the problem is I can't get my nails into the pot. Yeah, look at that. That's insane. I love the colour. I'm not really going for any certain shape. I'm just kind of just putting it on, like, and having fun with it. So yeah, all the speeches were amazing, and then we had our first dance out in the greenhouse and the fairy lights, and it was beautiful, and I'm really bad at dancing, and Hamish was like, don't fuck it up, because I kept like fucking it up every time we were practicing, and I'd spin the wrong way. But I didn't fuck it up, and it was lovely. And then we just partied, and everyone's like, Shannon, on your wedding day you're not gonna get drunk. Guess what, bitches? I made it my mission. And my friend Reese, who is Hamish's stepbrother, so now he's like my brother-in-law, I guess, and just great friend, he was like walking out, he's like, here's a couple of tequila shots, Shannon. I'm like, thank you, you know what I need, you know what I desire. So I was like just shotting tequila shots, and I don't know if I told you guys this, but back when we had our engagement party, we actually sold the whole friggin' venue out of soda water from Vodka Lime and Soda. I think they almost ran out of vodka and they ran out of tequila. And at our wedding, we also sold them out of vodka and tequila and soda water. So I feel like that's a good effort. I'm just gonna blend the edge to try and like give it a soft finish. That works really well. I've just sprayed setting spray on it just to make sure it sits there. And I'm gonna try out this because I've been obsessed with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow freeze, whatever it's called. I've used it every day since I first tried it, and I used it on my wedding day, but I do want to try out this one for a cheap one. This is the Ulta 3 Fluff and Fix Soap Brow. You can also like use soap from the supermarket. I'm not sure which one though, so if anyone knows, let me know. So first you wet the spoolie and then just rub it through the soap, and run it through. I like to do a few layers. So yeah, at the end of the night we stayed on site in a little cabin at our venue. My venue was Black Walnut, and funny because the venue, I already had my heart set on another one, and then when I wasn't in the Tauranga area, my nana, I mean not my nana, sorry, my granddad and my mum, I was going to say nana and granddad, I don't know why. My granddad and my mum, I'm sure my nana was there too, but you know, from beyond. They went and had a look at venues because they wanted to. And so this is working pretty good. They went and looked at the one I loved. Granddad loved it, mum loved it. But then they went to one more because my mum wanted to go see it. And she was like, Shannon, you need to look at this one. Granddad likes it way more. And I was like, no, I can't be bothered. Anyway, I did it and fell in love. So it was kind of nice knowing that my granddad had been there too. Anyways, there's a little cabin on site. So we stayed there at night time, and me and Hamish were so drunk. And Hamish like grabs out of the boot some mee goreng noodles. He's like, Shannon, look what I bought. And we made mee goreng noodles because we were really hungry at the end of the night. Like I definitely ate throughout the day because I didn't want to make myself sick, but I was not hungry. I had no appetite. Like I guess it was just hot and I was just doing so much stuff. Like I just didn't feel hungry. It's like when I'm filming YouTube videos, like I never feel hungry because I'm just distracted. Whereas if I'm sitting there editing or doing nothing, like then I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm just gonna go on top of this with some MAC Brow Set and Beguile. This looks really nice, by the way. Hopefully it actually lasts. I got a little bit on my skin, so I'm just gonna let it dry and then we'll flick it off with a spoolie soon. So yeah, anyways, then me and Hamish made noodles in our little cabin, really drunk, and I apparently just danced around the room singing chicken nudies, chicken nudies. So yeah, that was the evening. Woke up early, went back to our beach house and hung out with our friends, caught up with some family. Yeah, that was our wedding and it was perfect and I loved every second of it. Honestly, I'm so happy. So yeah, all that stress and anxiety, I'm not going to say it was worth it because it was hectic, but I guess it was because the day was just everything I could have wished for. I'm going to pop on some of the Colour Strike by Maybelline in Charm, I reckon. It says it's a creamed powder eyeshadow pen. Here's how the packaging looks. Kind of looks like their liquid, or like their, what are they called? Like the jumbo ones. And it's got this little applicator thing, which you've seen before. I'm gonna pop some on my inner corner. And it's just like a matte colour. So I'm just blending it into the shimmer in the inner part. And then I'm gonna take some of the shade Tempt. Oh, it says matte on there, metallic. Okay, so there's metallic ones and matte ones. So this one's matte once again, and I'm going to just put a little bit underneath my lash line and also on my outer corner, kind of dabbing it through the crease just to give that darker colour on top of the metallic eyeshadow. It just like kind of gives that dimension without like a harsh line or anything. I just don't get how you get like more product on the little wand. I just don't think I love like the applicators that are like this. The actual product looks really cool. I'm just using this brush again to tap it out and just run it underneath too. We're going to call this very editorial because that way we don't have to make it look perfect and wearable if it's editorial. I mean, I'd wear this to a party happily. I really need to do some more fun looks like this. I usually just go like really simple and natural with my makeup on weekends, but I feel like I need to like make it cool again, like colour and stuff. That's what I mean. You know what I mean. Let's try out this Upswing Full Volume Mascara today, and I have to say, ever since drinking at my Ugaya, my eyelashes are out of control. Like they are so long, you can't tell right now because there's nothing on them. Like they're always nice because I use Revitalash, and Revitalash really helps with length and thickness compared to if I don't use it. But I've been using Revitalash and my Ugaya, and my eyelashes are mental. And then someone else DM'd me today saying, oh my god, my eyelashes are mental since using Ugaya. So there you go. So this is the Bite Upswing Full Volume Mascara. I love the packaging, it's really cool. It's like just big and it's just got the big letters. Just think it looks nice. And then here's the wand. Next thing, the mascara sucks, and then you guys are like, yeah, your eyelashes look like shit, Shan. And I haven't curled them, obviously. They look better if you curl them too, but I never do. I feel like the wands are a little bit like big for my liking. I feel like I'm getting it all over my eyelid. The formula itself is lovely. It's like not clumpy whatsoever, but it's still thickening. Do you see what I mean? Look. It looks really good. Let me actually like do both eyes and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I need to clean up all of the stuff all over my eyelids, but I think my lashes do look beautiful. Like side on, like they just look thick. Frick, they're long, holy crap. But yeah, pretty happy. I don't think I'm going to use falsies today because I just like this kind of fresh look that I have with just like the bushy brows, the kind of like semi-messy vibes. Do you know what I mean? Can I just like pat over it and will it just disappear? Kind of. I'm going to use Pinch a Peach blush today. So for my wedding dress I had two, and I was actually lucky enough to be gifted my wedding dresses in the end by TRISH PENG. She was my first choice if I was going to do a custom dress anyway, because I've worn her stuff in the past and like we've got a lot of mutual friends and everything, so I don't know, like I just love her work and just love her. So yeah, we ended up working together to create my dresses, so I'll put in some footage of me actually creating my dresses and you can see the process. But basically it kind of started with I went off and I just tried on some dresses at other places. I didn't know if I was going to fall in love with one and just get it, or if I was going to just take inspiration and figure out what I liked on my body. So I ended up finding inspiration. I found some I really loved, but there was just a couple things I wanted different. So then I went to TRISH PENG in Auckland and I tried on some of her gowns because she's got ready to wear as well, not just custom. So I tried on her ready to wear, figured out what kind of looks, what colors, what textures, which fabrics, like did I like lace, did I not? And I actually didn't really like lace, you know, like frilly lace. Like I liked what I had in my second dress, which was more like a mesh almost. So yeah, it was just figuring out all those things, and then from there we figured out what kind of look I wanted to do, what straps, what fit, blah blah blah. Did some sketches, and then I actually tried on like just some dresses made out of like literal like linen, like just fabric that was just stitched together. And then from there we started making the proper ones, and then I just kept trying them on. We kept altering them and adjusting them, and then I lied to you guys because in one of my photos on Instagram I was like picking up my dress today, but I didn't because we still fixed one more thing. And Sally, the angel, went and picked up my wedding dresses and she drove them from Auckland to Papamoa for me. So shout out to Sally, she is such a great friend and a beautiful, amazing bridesmaid. So that was so cool of her. And yeah, that's how I got my wedding dress. But I definitely recommend, if you are wanting to, you know, wear a wedding dress and you don't know what kind of one you want, or if you are going custom, like you need to start looking at least a year in advance. Like when I started, like I only just got done in time. Granted, COVID was a thing, but even so, like you really want as much time as possible, so you've got time for alterations and time, you know, like at one point I had to get it taken in like right before the wedding as well, because I went like 2 weeks prior, and then like all of a sudden it was way too big. Like I must have just been having a really bloated day. And then I tried it on again right before the wedding and it was like that much too friggin' big at the back, so we had to like cinch it back in again. All of these things can happen. Like you want as much time as possible so you don't stress yourself out. Take it from me. Same if you are wearing a ready to wear, because they will still adjust it and alter it to your body. You want to make sure you're doing that with plenty of time. It can take a while, and it can take a while to get it exactly how you want, because sometimes you'll go try it on and then you will realize that there's something else you want to adjust, and sometimes when you adjust one thing, something else needs to be adjusted. So just always think I might need longer than I think. That's what I tell people, because yeah, and sometimes like if you want to do things last second, they'll like charge you more, so you don't want that. But I'm wrapped with my dresses. I love them both. If you're curious, Hamish's favourite was the first one. His mum's favourite was the second one because she loves sparkle. My mum couldn't choose. I couldn't choose. And I think it was like 50-50, judging off everyone's opinions. They were like, I love the first one, I love the second one. Like, they were both a hit. And I'm so happy I had two, because the fabric on my second dress sparkled so beautifully in the evening, like fairy lights and everything. And then the first one I was just obsessed with. I love just the clean white classical look with the huge train, and then I had a pearl veil, and it was just perfect and so special. So thank you, Trish, if you're watching. You already know you've done an amazing job. I've told you a million times, but holy crap, like couldn't have picked anyone better. Definitely recommend her. There are tons of amazing wedding dress places you can go throughout New Zealand. I also went to Paperswan, I think it was called, which I'll link that video down below. I did film it. So yeah, if you're looking for a different shop, that one was in Wellington. If you're in Auckland, yeah, go check out Trish. She's so cool. She really makes you feel special as well, and her shop is so stunning, and just like when you're there you feel like you're in a fairy tale, and that's like what you want when you're like picking your wedding dress, you know, like you want to feel like the attention's on you, and you know. I'm just going to take a little bit of one more of these. This is the shade Spark, and this is a metallic. I just want to try a metallic one. I'm going to layer it on my inner corner. Yeah, that's pretty. I don't think these are like anything super special, just because I'm not a fan of the applicator, but I mean, they look nice. We'll try out the gloss in a second though. Highlighter first. I'm going to use this Dewy Stick by Ciate in the shade Glow. Looks like this. Mine's a bit melted, and it's like a clear colour. And it just gives you that glowy look without adding shimmer. Almost makes you look like you're a little bit oily, which I love. Okay, it's not for everyone. My lips, I actually just want to use some Michaela lip pencil. I need to sharpen to get a nice soft pink lip, and then we'll try out one of those Maybelline lip glosses on top. This is Reef, and it is the Lifter Gloss with Hyaluronic Acid by Maybelline. It smells like caramel or something. Oh my gosh, it almost matches perfect. Right, so that's kind of like my editorial makeup of the day. I love it. It was just fun talking and like slapping random stuff on my face. And I haven't played with different textures in a while. Like usually I'm just standard, you know, powder eyeshadow. So it was fun trying out some new eyeshadow formulas. The lashes look incredible too. I really like how it all came together. By the way, that side, I forgot to say, that side was 2 coats, that side was 1 coat. Just so you can see the difference. I should probably add another coat to the other side now. So I do like the mascara. I'm just not a huge fan of the wand, which is a shame because it's just quite messy. It could be me, I don't know, maybe I just need to be more careful. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to a little bit of the journey and some of the behind the scenes footage as well, to do with the wedding dress and to do with the wedding day, I guess. So yeah, oh my gosh, I have a monobrow right now. Need to wax. I love you guys so much, and I can't wait for the upcoming content. Let me know if there's anything in particular you guys do want to see, and I will do that for you. And otherwise, yeah, I'll talk to you guys in my next video, which might be the full face of Charlotte Tilbury. We'll see. Bye.